If there is one wine in China that I think is super exciting and super good, it's the one made with the grape variety called Cabernet Gernischt, which is now being increasingly called as Gernischt only. Cabernet Gernischt for the longest time has been thought to be Carmenere. Other researchers think that it is Cabernet Franc, and there's no clear-cut agreement. But in fact, Cabernet Gernischt is neither one of those two grapes. And let me explain to you why. Cabernet Gernischt arrived on Chinese soils at the end of the 19th century, so it's been here for a very long time. It began being made in commercially relevant numbers really only in the 1980s with Changyu Winery in Shandong. From there, it has become a very popular Chinese red grape. In fact, it is still one of the most planted grape varieties in all of Shandong. What you need to understand is Cabernet Gernischt has lived on Chinese soil for a very long time, and therefore, the Cabernet Gernischt of Shandong has adapted over the years to the Shandong humid, monsoon-rich, maritime climate. The Cabernet Gernischt of Ningxia has adapted to the warm, dry conditions that Ningxia is famous for. What that means is that even if Cabernet Gernischt was once Cabernet Franc or Carmenere, it is no longer those two grapes. It has to be considered as a Chinese biotype, but it is probably more correct to view it as a Chinese grape variety that should be called Gernischt. The Gernischt wines of China resemble a little some Cabernet Franc wines of the world and some Carmenere wines of the world, but in fact they are different. The Gernischt wines of China have a beautiful florality, an underlying leafiness, and beautiful juiciness that makes them really recognizable, that age well. A lot of the Gernischt vines in China are also old, and therefore we have old vines from which we can make wine, and that is even more important to make world-class wine. They are some of the most interesting red wines that China is making today. So look for Gernischt from China. It's a unique grape, a Chinese grape, and a unique Chinese wine.